all set to rock and roll. So I'll do a countdown. I'll start by using hide and move silently, although I don't have to actually, so. Alrighty. 3, 2, 1, go. No item selected as well. I did do that properly, so. I think I need to do here. I did actually not come out of being hidden. Yeah, interesting. Just doing that to grab the 3 skeleton keys. Although to be perfectly honest, it's completely unnecessary, so.
Before you go,
that's a normal cutscene. Of course, we can make the joke that everyone has dementia or schizophrenia. They're talking to people that there's no one there, buddy. There's no one there. I'm gonna have fun. The next all bosses New Game Plus run. The entire run, well not the entire run, but the start of the run is me just making jokes about that.
Begin your journey there.
Even the swords are like hollowed out, so can't even see the weapon. Alright, this time we're not gonna forget about the soul shard, which means I probably will forget, to be perfectly honest. Alrighty, so should get normal cutscene here, I want to see though. Yeah, normal cutscene, I thought so. So this is where hide and move silently comes into play. My controller's just disconnected on me. Well, I don't actually think I need it. Not until much, much later on. You know, just thinking over it, the skeleton keys that I just got before, I really don't need to grab them because we get skeleton keys when we go to complete the first quest anyway, so that was a bit of a waste of time. Oops daisy. I guess I could show you guys that off to you guys for when we do any % cleric runs, because we do need skeleton keys there. Although I need to do like a big deep dive into, which I could probably do on stream, regarding the clerics leveling up at the start of the run, because whilst the easiest kills are in fact the skeletons, we could probably just take a far more normal route and just kill hobgoblins and spiders. But the thing I need to do first before I do that is I need to make sure that we actually, you know, need to. It's actually worthwhile doing it. Okay.
Of course, there's a big store in Castle Baele, but in the meantime, you can get what you need from me. I won't be here long though, but I promise I'll.
Completely forgot to mention it in the
Still got a few things left.
Stream tweet thing, not tweet, in stream post. But we are going till 10 o'clock tonight. We'll see how we handle things, because I might be a bit too buggered by that point. But I did have a coffee earlier, which is why I'm late now, a little bit late to start. But yeah, we shall go all the way to 10 o'clock. That should give us plenty of time to get both of the All Quest New Game Plus runs in. And on top of that, have some time for some any % Nightmare runs. Which those should be interesting to show off to you guys. Michael Jackson gonna be here? No MJ. Well, they're not moving because they can't see me, so it's no surprise. Probably be worthwhile for me to hide and move silently so the skeletons don't see me, but also they're not a threat. They take too long to attack. Alrighty, lock room's done. Was that 412? Not too bad. I mean, if we would have gone it straight for the gate and walked through here, we would have probably gone like a 408 or something like that, so... Or maybe a 406 or a 407, considering considering the what's it called? Considering the fact that we saved roughly 5 seconds here, I go left. Yes, I do. Keep forgetting about that, but thankfully I went the right way there. So I'm silently here. They're all gonna run around in circles. See that dude's just chilling. So far, so good. We haven't had any major stoppages, thanks to enemies or thanks to me making a mistake. We're in the first 5.5 minutes of the run, so that shouldn't be an issue anyway. But considering my last stream, I kept running past the soul shard for some reason. Did not animation cancel at the right time there. We did, however, stay cloaked, which turns out didn't matter. You joking me? Timing on that. The problem there is the hobgoblins. Even if the hobgoblin absolutely 110% saw me there, the issue there is that the hobgoblins love to just sometimes just back up and not attack. So you're trying to run past them and they keep just backing up into the spot you're trying to run past, run through. It's just like, come on, man, get out of the way. Either attack me or just leave me alone. Alrighty, nice and easy past here. Should have enough items silently to get past. No, I won't. Freaking animation cancel, then kick in. Though I haven't charged my controller lately, so... Last I checked, we have 3 bars of thing on the controller, so shouldn't be an issue. I think I split a little earlier there. That's 639, not 638.
I'll show you the way out.
Sweet. Item of silence still applied. Should last long enough. I'll hit the gate, and I'll probably come off just after I get through the gate here. Sweet. So far, so good. Go beat the crap out of Baele and then get on with the run. Don't need to worry about doing a door hop or item duping or anything here. Fingers crossed Baele is aggressive. And no, it's not. Oh, what? Okay. I did it again. I did it last night as well. For some reason, I keep thinking that I need to split there, but I don't. Thankfully, I remember the hotkey now, so if I've done it so much now that I remember the hotkey. Alright, so... Go find Cask of Baele, so it's just basically running through the swamps. And then go kill a bunch of trolls. That last one, the wizard sniping all of the trolls in the market, that was incredible. Genuinely incredible, just like pulling that off. In the fighter, you just run around one-shotting them, but the wizard, you can snipe them from halfway across the market. That might be like the fastest way to beat them. This cleric would have to unlock Sticks to Snakes, which I should actually double check that before I start his run, just to make sure that he does unlock that. Which I'm fairly confident he does for Frostworm. Troll's angry. Schizophrenia is getting to him. Oh, we just skip her. Okay, thankfully that troll stopped. Would not have been pleased if the troll got us stuck in place. Do not want to get blocked. These guys are just going to be chilling. Get alone of his big green schnoz. it's a bit awkward, but still somewhat going as planned. Oh. Buddy, where are you going? That was annoying. Oh. Actually using up quite a bit of mana here. Alrighty, I'm not 100% certain if I've actually done that right, but we'll see. We'll find out in a second. Let's find out.
Or have you done that?
Perfect. Yep, we've done it already.
Nice work. Let me give you the Great Hall key. Clear out the Great Hall, and I bet you'll find the Treasury key. My gang
throw
had
this
it
bottle
last,
out.
and they would have been back by now.
Or
After
I
you
need to
get
change the
Treasury
filter
key,
on my
go see Rick.
thing
And
filter.
hey, if you actually find those portals, we might have
Probably
a little
both,
word with
actually.
them.
Alrighty. Leveled up. Might as well do this now. Can't unlock anything else yet. But we're going to be saving and loading in the Great Hall anyway, so it's worthwhile doing that now, and then I can just use a volley of arrows when I need it. Trying to think of which would be faster, volley of arrows. Against the Beholder, I should probably just fire off exploding arrow at it. And then later on I can use volley of arrows in certain fights. Like the Baele fight, definitely volley of arrows. The Beholder I feel like moves around too much. Beholder would definitely just be faster to fire off exploding arrow as well. Although maybe in all the... Bro, what are you doing? Again, the schizophrenia is just too much for these guys, so they just start whacking crap, and then that troll kills itself anyway, because it's an idiot. It's funny how that's so consistent in this area. One troll will just turn around and smack that barrel and kill itself. It's so stupid. It's so funny. And these guys see us. Fantastic. Oh, you're coming out to Nosy. Always a little scary when we see the lag there. Oh, I'm not even too busy scratching my toes. Bitch quest time.
I offered to disclose the way to a group of rogues recently, in return for completing a relatively simple task, but they weren't up. The Crimson Scar Gang or some such thing.
Yeah, you'll notice, by the way, that this cutscene's a little glitched. Rick doesn't speak his entire... doesn't say all his voice lines for some reason.
Than most, and you'll need to understand the dangers of doing so.
So I'm just
They were
opening
created by a wizard named Kaedin.
the room for the game
harnessed
store.
their powers to create different gems, and became a mighty and savage conqueror. Baele called on its best warriors to take arms against him. They defeated Kaedin.
So I'm not going
But
through
in
there,
his
but as I was
last
saying,
breath, he cast
some of the
a
audio in
spell
these
to kill
cutscenes
them all.
is just glitched, thanks to...
Tore down his castle,
I'm not sure, I think it's just Xbox 360 emulation.
Entrance to the portal, rebuilding Castle Baele on top of Kaedin's once mighty fortress. But the portals still remain, buried deep within Bael's dungeon. The door to them is sealed. 4 jeweled scepters open it. One of the scepters
Yeah,
was
basically
in the
just a big
treasury.
lore dump here.
This amulet will open the scepter's vault. Find that scepter and bring it to me.
We're gonna
here
go
before we
grab
go any further.
Dual Scepters for Rick.
What do you need?
So we've got a very well optimized section here. Grab the first jeweled scepter, then we're going to use a lever to access a hidden door. Then bring that scepter to Rick, get the key item we need to unlock get key item to unlock a gate to get into the barracks. Grab a second jeweled scepter, save, load, warpstone, back to the castle shop. And then go back to that warpstone point in the barracks for the Church of Palor, because it's like right next to the barracks. And then we do the same thing in Church of Palor. Although Church of Palor is going to be a little bit different than the All Quest New Game run, because it's going to be faster for me to just kill the mind flayers that you need to kill to do the area normally, rather than doing the door hop, since we're overpowered. Okay, good. For a second I thought I'd split twice there. I thought I was ahead on my splits. And second quest done. So, I mentioned this ages ago, but with the All Quest runs, with the older ones, part of the issue with some of the older All Quest runs is that they were invalid because of some quests we were missing, but also that some of the quests I was missing were specifically bringing the jeweled scepters back to Rick. Oh, what am I doing? Earring costs 1 gold, so I don't have to worry about selling anything. 5. I'm going to buy 5 warpstones there, and I'm going to use them here. There's not much going on. There's not too much going on with the rogue here, just plain movement. The main thing will be, once we get into the actual areas, is just using hide and move silently and trying to avoid monsters. And we're just going to pay attention, because as you can see in the market, off to the left there in the entrance, we can still see enemies in here. Even when you clear out the trolls, you can see enemies. And speaking of the trolls, the reason why I was looking at the cutscenes so anxiously was to hear whether or not we'd actually killed all the trolls. If you don't actually kill all the trolls before you go and see the Crystal Scar game, they'll ask you to go do it, and you literally just have to go kill all the trolls again. It only happens the one time, but yeah, you end up doubling up on the trolls. Which, if you want some free XP, you can do that, because the trolls aren't exactly hard to kill. Save, there we go. Save. Load. And then we'll just use a warpstone and go back to the castle shop. A little bit late on the split there.
Excellent work.
So same deal with number 3.
And now the third.
And go back through that portal.
One would have been kept in the Church of Palor.
And go across to the Church of
This
Palor,
will
that's
guard
just
an
by the
important
barracks.
gate in the market.
Do the same thing there basically.
Anything else you need
Grab
before
the
you
grab the jeweled scepter, save load, warpstone back to the shop. And then we get to go into the dungeons. Hooray! A little bit slow there. So when the game loads in and it still shows as like having a bit of a black screen, it will probably show it here. I'm just holding forward, and whilst it's still fading in, you can actually move. So just do that to move a bit quicker, get out of well, not get out of anything quicker, but just to start moving quicker. So just whichever direction you need to go, you can just hold one directional button. Use hide and silently here to get in. And then use it when we get inside, after we kill these first 2. Cool. This is the normal way you're meant to do this area in the new game run. Oh my god. Fortunately, I am a bit inaccurate with these arrow shots. Fortunately, it did not cost me. Guy's spawning enemies on himself, so I think he's stuck. Oh no, he's good. He must have teleported them. Sweet. Nice and clean. This is admittedly going to be a slightly boring run, at least at the start here. Just because of the fact that we have hide and move silently. Alright, so this one we just pretty much do the same thing. Now that we're going to get a key to unlock the dungeons area. Go in there, grab a couple things, go find the jeweled scepter, and then after that we go to the Scepter Door. Scepter Door gives us access to the portal hub area. It's a little wonky there, but it's okay. We can actually get a normal cutscene here for once. So yeah, after these next two quests, we'll fight the Beholder. Just going to be quicker to fight the Beholder, and it will help with the run later on. I used to do it in a way that I would just do a hop and go bypass the Beholder altogether. The problem with doing that is that later on, we do an item dupe. And if you're not careful and you go into the fight first before you do the item dupe, which part of it requires being able to save, you'll be stuck in the Beholder fight. You won't be able to save, because you can't save during boss fights. Funnily enough, you can load in other heroes during boss fights and have them leave the party. So that's quite interesting. These guys are all just chilling, big chilling. Should hopefully... unfortunately, it's a bit close to some of these enemies. These two drow in particular aren't moving, so that's nice. That one inside the jail... Didn't realise there's a couple in the jail there. Okay, one's onto us, but they won't chase us because they can't actually see us. You kidding me? Okay. Yeah, I think at this one, instead of loading and saving, I can just leave. It just saves me from having to save and load and deal with a load screen. So while it's safer to do that, you can it does take a little bit of time. Although I think saving and loading here isn't awful. But with the rogue, it's probably just best to do it this way. It'll be faster. It'd be faster to do this way normally too on our runs. So I'm just looking behind me out to the hallway. Got a neighborhood stray, used to live here, we've been told by one of the neighbors. Awesome, cute little orange cat. She, not little, she's big, but she apparently used to be owned by the former owners of the house that my girlfriend and I bought. And they didn't take her with them. But also, they just straight up didn't look after her either. Oh, you're joking me, right? Get out of the... arsehole. There's a little bit of free time lost there, just because the one enemy wants to be an arsehole. Thankfully, we can slip by all these guys. Perfect, we did not go visible there, which is good for that one distraction. Or distraction, I might be getting that wrong. But those big dinosaur guys. It's just that one that's there that can be a pain in the bum. Scepter Door. So, yeah, My second controller is turned off again. No surprises yet there because I'm not exactly using it. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a risk here and say that exploding arrow is going to be faster than volley of arrows. That might have been too fast. Oh no. I went to go split there. I literally do not need to split. So, when I first got back into doing this category, or specifically the All Quest category, not this specific category, I found that I would try, I would try to skip the beholder fight there and just come straight into your anti-wilds, which is fine. You can do that, but I mean, particularly here in New Game Plus, it's just better, easier, and faster in this particular case to simply just kill the beholder and get on with the levels. And even in an All Quest new game run, we would have the Throne Axe Rune anyway, so you could just kill the beholder. And again, it's just for the item dupe later on. I mean, you can just load into the portals and not go into the boss fight. It is really just as simple as that. But it also means you don't have to worry about the beholder when you're trying to go into the Frostbound.
I am so grateful I found you. The Armada has stolen the crown of the Serpent from the old burial ground west of here. Our priestess draws her power from the spirits, and the crown allows her to channel that power.
This is going to be the longest
You must
split
find
in the
crown
entire
and
run.
return it to the statue for
We got-
all our sakes.
Got to cover basically the entirety of this planar gem area. So we're already gonna walk by everyone here. Go into the fortress. Go into the King's Fort. Then we will. Okay. We're going to go into the King's Fort, as I was saying, and we are going to do a door hop here. So I'm going to save once I hit the door. This is where I actually need the second controller handy. 2 anti-venom potions. I thought I grabbed more than 2, but that's okay. We only need 2. Well, actually, no, we do need 3. So actually, no, never mind. I don't know what I'm saying that for, because we're gonna. I'm gonna save here. So yeah, we've got the 1 anti-venom potion that we need. Although we may end up using it later on. Excuse me, we may not have it later on. I thought I picked up more than 2, so that's a little unfortunate. But for at least the second run through of this area, we will have an anti-venom potion, so I don't get hit by that poison, those poison ducks. We're not making that much progress yet. These last couple spawns have not been that good. Pretty good start to the door hop, and then we just got stuck there for a second. Just gonna try and get another couple spawns forward. Now I get the feeling that we've actually gone far enough here. Maybe we'd only just made it. Bad timing there. Really bad timing on the drop down there, but that's fine. It's not something we're really too worried about. Okay. Here's where things get interesting. ever so slightly interesting. We should be fine here because I'm just going to take off the anti-venom potion just so we don't accidentally use it. So yeah, we should be fine here because hide and move silently will just keep us hidden from these guys. Very quick to use as well. Just going to make sure I do this in the right order, which is easy as. Just got to pay attention to which way the enemies are going here. Alright, so now we're going to go across to the other side, do the same thing. Get a couple of pressure plates, and that's this area done. Okay. Getting really fortunate with these spawns here. So that's good. That spider was having a full-on spaz, and you, sir, you're hanging off the side of the bridge. Well, that's probably something that these guys would just do normally. Oh, bugger, we got hit. So as long as we're not getting consistent damage animations, and the poison did not last anyway, so we're all good. Doing my animation cancelling a little early. So I'm getting through pretty much the entirety of the animation. And then I'm just butchering it and not actually using the move. This will be fine. You know, of course they walk straight into the middle. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Alright, so that's the main bulk of this area done. We'll be coming back through a couple times, but since we have done the main puzzle, it will just be walking from point A to point B, from one side of the area to the other. Slip on by, fantastic. Oh, jeez. That was close. Not that we were in any real danger there, just more so if they had blocked us from continuing on with the run. I feel like there might have just been a glitch with the audio there. Just heard something in my headset. Maybe that was my head, I don't know. Oh, okay. Poor timing from me there. Okay, you just stay right there, buddy. Alright, gotta kill that one dude there. He has a crown that we want. I'm not supposed to split yet. Okay, I'm losing. Please, please. Okay, cool. Some free time lost there just because I wasn't paying attention properly. My brain is still like subconsciously tracking the live split as if I'm doing like any percent or all bosses. So at least we didn't do the big one earlier of at the start of the run of not grabbing the soul shard for the quest. But yeah, it can be a little bit frustrating. As you see, this is just now we're just backtracking for a little bit here. We're going to go all the way back to the first area of the Plangem area, the Yuan-Ti Wilds. And we're going to go and put that Serpent's crown that we just grabbed. We're going to go put that on a statue, and that will be the end of the quest. It's looking like it'll be, geez, yeah, around about 15 minutes. It might have been because of this door hop. I'm not 100% certain. We're back here again, and this time it's going to be real finicky. That's not good. Okay, I need to spawn, first spawn to go forward. That's still not good. Come on, man. There we go. Fortunately, those you guys have seen us, so that is possibly affecting the spawn. Yeah, we're getting a really bad spawn here. Okay. One more try. Yeah, no, okay, this is just really bad for some reason. Probably gonna have to spawn the rogue back in. That's no good. That's no good either. Ah, I screwed that one up. Okay. Hopefully that carries the forward momentum. It is not. Well, some free time loss and time save in a future run here. Okay, that's the spawn we wanted earlier, and we did not get it. And yeah, the game's not happy with me right now. Oh, oops. So yeah, getting over this particular gate can be quite finicky. From the other side, it's easy because you just want to go up twice and then forward 5 or 6 times. Here we're just trying to go forward. Anything else is no use to us. As you can see here, we're getting stuck in the air here because we're not getting a forward spawn. Oh my god, please. There we go. So this is just like the perfect display of how door hopping can be a double-edged sword. Because it is faster, at least straight away. The door hop goes well, it's faster to do it this way. Hopefully I haven't, oh thank goodness. Not gonna lie, for a second there I thought I might have gotten myself soft locked. We do have to be really careful with that one because you can, once I soft lock, but you can get stuck behind the on the other side of the gate, like right behind it. And if you try to spawn in new characters, they tend to just spawn next to you on the ground. It's really specific, that spawn, for some reason. It's also why we don't door hop in the Inner Sanctum. Because the Inner Sanctum, you're basically guaranteed to have trouble if you try and do that. That door hop in particular is incredibly difficult, and then on top of that, the door hop also can get you soft locked. So that one you have to like go up on a weird spot, up on an angle, and then try and go for an angle across and to get on top of the gate. And then you have to do it, get far enough past the gate so that you'll hit the trigger. And then, assuming you're able to do that, then you'll finally get the door hop done. But that is so incredibly difficult. And you're more likely to A, not even get to a position where you can drop down. And B, if you do drop down, you're more likely than not to drop right into the soft lock position. So it's just not worth it. Save and load, so we spawn right next to the gate again. Lots of saving and loading abuse here in the All Quest run. Or in this case, the All Quest New Game Plus run. I didn't time that right. So hoping to hit the gate and then hide him silently fast enough to make it so that the archers would not fight me. They wouldn't shoot me. But we're in a new area, so the poison doesn't last. It's going to be fun for the Nightmare % runs, 20% Nightmare runs. Because on Nightmare, like all your damage gets scaled upwards, so you take a lot of damage. But the start of the run's not too bad in regards to like getting hit by enemies. The routing is such that more often than not you won't get hit by enemies. But if you do, you've got to be careful, for one, because the magic and that they can still do a lot of damage to you. And then on top of that, they can also, if any of the like archers or any of the spiders poison you, like that's even more damage. And that is where things get lethal. I don't know why I'm doing a rogue spawn here. It's not worthwhile at all. They might have actually mucked up this door. There we go. So there's a certain point at the start of the run where things can be a little bit like scary. But like enemy behavior does not change with the difficulty change or anything like that. It's just the damage output they do, and that's basically it for the entire game. Although the amount of damage you take from poison is incredible. It can be quite scary. And then I've also got the true nightmare runs that I need to do at some point where I have no access to raised dead amulets at all. So what I'll do is I'll set it up similar to how I set this run up, or these runs up, but obviously instead of leveling up and all that, I will just get rid of the raised dead amulet and go from there. Okay, we are down, fantastic. Now that one's going to be scary. When I think of doing that run, I kind of think of it being possibly like Halo 2 Legendary, but not as hard. More like just Halo Legendary in general, but it's going to come down to picking up enemy patterns and all that, although I kind of already know all that sort of stuff. Excuse me, just yawning straight into the mic. I was literally about to say too, I don't know why I'm not using hide him silently. For some reason there I wasn't. But it didn't affect us. What was that? That was a 14-minute split on the Serpent's Crown, jeez. It'll be interesting to see also what the bosses are like on Nightmare as well. I'm gonna need to stack up on so many raised dead amulets when I get to Kaedin. Beebleth will be a pain in the bum too, but not as bad as Kaedin, because the first couple fights Kaedin will just push you around, and that's easy enough to deal with. It'll be after that where he starts, when we get into the actual last fight, and he actually uses proper moves.
I knew you would. I will heal you before you go.
So yeah, those two quests, by the way, you go from the very first area, you come all the way here, kill the Armada leader, go all the way back to the first area of the game to put the Serpent's Crown on its statue. Also that this Priestess here can get her powers back, and then you come back and save her. And then the game says that she heals you, but she doesn't. The game gaslights you. The game literally gaslights you. And then she goes, oh, defeat the Yrthak for me. So I mean, we're here for that anyway. Could have gone a second arrow off, or maybe it would have moved anyway. But it's a bit of a cheese fest. I see the Yrthak still having damage counters on it there. Maybe I'm just being schizo myself, but... yeah, not fast enough. Problem is that the regular attacks wouldn't have been enough. Volley of arrows might have helped. I should probably have comboed it with volley of arrows. It's just, I don't know if volley of arrows would quite done enough damage. Or done quite enough damage, I should say. 45 minutes on the Yrthak. Not too bad. Might as well grab the gold. Doesn't help us, but why not? Alrighty. Next area is nice and chill. I mean, this entire run is pretty chill, to be perfectly honest. Just hide and move silently makes all the movement aspects real easy. And then, being a new game plus save, because of the fact that we use the elixir of elixirs in the new game runs, we are overpowered from the get-go. So the boss fights aren't a challenge. Any actual fights we do are not a challenge. It's more just about optimization. And a lot of the door hops become void. So I'd say if you want to get into D&D Hero speedrunning, you probably want to start doing rogue runs to start with. Just because hide and move silently carries the run. Although in the any percent category, it's too slow to go grab hide and move silently, so you might want to start with all bosses, all quests, or any percent new game plus, where you can set up so you have hide and move silently straight away. I see a kitty cat hanging out. Excuse me, in the hallway. Last few nights, we'll get the cat, the stray cat, come in. We'll feed it. We'll feed her. It's not feed it to her. We'll feed her, and then she'll hang around the lounge, and because she knows that we'll give her treats, she will hang around and wait for us to go out into the kitchen or anything like that, and then she will just immediately go run to the back door, because that's like her safe spot. We'll come out to her and we'll feed her at the back door. We'll give her treats at the back door. That's how we got her to trust us, at least as much as she does now. And she's definitely an outside cat. She's just so used to it now that it's kind of pointless trying to force her inside or anything. But we are, oh goodness, bam him in there. We are working on installing a cat door for her. I don't think I need to use hide and move silently here. As long as this guy doesn't use his big circle pendant move, not pendant. It's not a pendant. Pentagram move. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, that guy can be a little bit annoying. But yeah, hide and move silently. As you can see here, none of the monsters can see us, so we're just chilling. There's a hallway up ahead that usually would be scary in new game, but here it's not going to be a problem because we have a plus 200 constitution stat. That being said, even on Nightmare as well, as long as, like in the new game runs, even on Nightmare, by this point in the run, we'd have plus 200 constitution, excuse me, so we'd be taking enough damage, sorry, plus 100, not 200, I think. But we'd have high enough constitution that we wouldn't immediately get killed by those things. That being said, they can still be scary. Funny hallway time. Oh, we actually got a proper jog going here. Very nice. Actually, no. Oh, hold on. No, I was going to say we've got a normal. I can hear them getting hit. I just can't see them. I can hear the sounds of the workers and soldiers being hit there. I just can't see it. That's a real shame. This is where we would need Ice Arrow. That's what I realized. This is where we would need Ice Arrow. I don't know if I would have just used the Phronax or Rowan in the All Quest run, but in the new game run specifically. But we do need Ice Arrow. Oh, I think that's the last one. Yes, perfect timing. Okay, no cutscene glitch at the start of the game, so we don't get funny hallway, unfortunately. Sorry guys, I lied. Sorry, just for that, I'll bully this guy for you guys. Yeah, it took about 3 arrows to bully him and to death. Just another thing here. Sweet.
Hey, help me! Do you have the key?
Okay, same as the wizard run. I want to say we're like 10 minutes ahead. It's hard to say because in the longer runs, like the warrior the fighter, I should say, sorry, has the abbot pursuit too, and the cleric should be a bit faster as well because of movement. But the wizard and the rogue, there's no major movement. It's just faster boss fights mainly, and some optimizations here and there where it's faster to do the boss fight rather than excuse me, I'm forgetting my words. Rather than doing a door hop, it's faster to do a boss fight.
Where are the scepters? So you know the way to the portals then? This is wonderful news. But wait, what is that I see? The wind gem?
This is where the divergence point would be, and is why we kill the beholder now in any All Quest run. So we're about to go back into the portal area, and for one, killing the beholder grants you access to a portal right by the portal hub area. You see us see me run by it when we first go there. And here in the castle shop, there's a portal. The portal that's in the portal hub area gives you access to this castle shop. So it works out to be, I've got the wrong controller in my hand. It works out to be faster just to kill the beholder. So otherwise we'd have to go run back through the entirety of the dungeons. And even though the back door is open, the Scepter Door is open, sorry, it's still just not ideal. I don't think we need to do a item dupe here. I am just going to do like a safety save. We actually might need to do an item dupe here, just for exploding arrow. Granted, we're still only like level 9. Not quite lined up properly. There we go. So this is one of the main reasons, because this door hop becomes a lot easier if for some reason I decide I want to do a item dupe here. Then I've got the option. Right. Time to go say hi to the best skill in the entire game and kill all her ice golems that she summoned.
Finally, destroy my ice golems too.
I've got the wrong arrow strike on. Okay, 3 arrows does the trick. Item of Silence is going to help as well. I did too early. I don't remember the exact segment time here for I don't remember the exact segment time here for the original Ice Golem split on the All Quest New Game run, excuse me. But it should be a lot faster here than usual. One particular Ice Golem did not die in 3 hits. Interesting. So 3 to 4 hits in New Game Plus. Although, to be perfectly honest, I need to have a look at the older runs and double check and see where I save and how often I save, so I see what the actual level is that I finished run on. Because we could be like level 13 or 14 instead of level 9. Just that level 9 is a pretty typical spot for us to be in. For any percent run at least. And all bosses as well, because of the amount of times we would save. Okay, that one was not very clean. Damn, that's a big range. Oh, Rod of Miracles. Top tier item, S tier item. Like, one of the best items in the game, that Rod of Miracles. such a good item that in old runs I used to duplicate them at the start of the game. And when I get onto the any percent nightmare run, 7 o'clock now, so I've got about 3 hours to stream. So I should have enough time to do both this and the All Quest Wharf run, and then I might have enough time to do a nightmare run after that. Okay, it's more often than not 4 arrows instead of 3. Okay. At the very least, what I can do at the end of the stream is show off the start of the any percent nightmare difficulty run. I must be getting really bad luck on the criticals. Actually, that's something we can fix. Let's go out of strength. Do all that. That way we'll just be a bit more powerful. Although actually that's a waste of time because I'll drop that all when I do a door open in a bit. Sweet. Going nicely so far. What are we looking at here? About 7 minutes, just over 6 minutes at the moment, so a 7-minute split. Just walking in circles, lol. Alrighty. To get to do a little bit of a detour in a second here. We go through the fort. Grab an item called the Cask of Winters. Then we get to the mountain pass. We're going to use our, I believe, last warpstone. And we're going to utilise that to go back to Castle Baele and do a couple quests in the Dragon's Tankard regarding the Crimson Scar gang. Yep. Oh, hello. There we go. Just gonna double check before I go back. We haven't got a thing box there. We didn't get a dialogue box saying that we picked up the Cask of Winters. I'm just gonna check my items. Yes, we do have it. Okay, that's interesting to see, actually. Okay, so maybe if I'm fast enough getting out of there, we don't get a dialogue box for the Cask of Winters. Usually we get a dialogue box for that, and that'd be an extra input. So the fact that we don't says to me that maybe worthwhile looking into a strat to grab the Cask of Winters from a certain angle and just bolt it to the ladder. At least I want to say as probably 3 out of 4 of the characters. The wizard's probably still too slow. The cleric can use Bull Rush to get straight to the ladder and get up the ladder. And the fighter will have Avid Pursuit 2 by this point in the run. So, alright, we're going to get the key quest from Zin first.
Just who I wanted to see. You know what I'd kill for?
And then we got the other guy. I can't remember his name. I can never remember his name for whatever reason.
What I really want is something called the Cask of Winters. Word is that it's through one of the portals in the dungeon. You got as good a shot as any at finding it. And if you do, come talk to me.
Let's see, do I get the quest box straight away?
Hey, that's Wild Baele
Yeah.
Ha, I don't even remember telling you I needed it. You a mind reader? Ah, who cares? I'm just glad you got it. May I? Thanks. Listen, it's no secret sooner or later you're going to the Bone Necropolis. I was there 3 years ago. I stole this.
from one of the tombs. I've had nightmares ever since. Horrible nightmares. Please return this for me. The tomb's in the upper graveyard, and it's got a red altar.
So I just close my
Make it worth
curtains.
your while, I swear.
Maybe fast enough? No.
You gotta be kidding me. Is that
I'm just
it?
getting smacked in the face casually.
May I? Wait till I show him back in Navamir. Look, I'm gonna get a good price for this, so I'll be fair with you. And thanks.
Okay, so I may be misremembering, but I believe the Cask of Winters quest. Usually we're still at the Red Dragon by this point, but I may be misremembering older runs where I still fought the Red Dragon. Which I'm not exactly certain of why I would have done that, but I just did for some reason.
What's your pleasure?
Okay. I'm gonna go hit a bunch of levers, do a door hop, and go fight the Frostworm. Actually, I specifically remember now, I'm just thinking over it on the Ice Arrow. I specifically remember now in the All Quest New Game run that I stopped right before that one mini boss, the the Fire Giant King. And I did it right before going to his throne and shooting him. It's funny how easy that fight is because, specifically because that Fire Giant can't quite see you. Like your arrows have enough range that you can stand out of sight, basically. Even though you know technically, well, not technically, it is basically looking straight at you. There's only the one hallway to see down. Sneaky buggers. Do not like these enemies. I'm very glad we have how to move silently here. The good thing about the Xbox original runs is that by the time you get to the Mountain Pass, you've interacted with all of the shops and all that so much that the I can't remember his name. I think he's the Rogue Merchant. I might have that wrong. He's a guy we briefly talked to out in the swamps. Other than that, we usually don't interact with him. In the Xbox original runs, because door hopping's not a thing, you'll by this point you'll have done so much that that guy will have an item called the Rod of Shadows. It's like an A tier item, only because we only really use it in that version of the run, because here we just door hop to get past everything. And in particular case of the Rogue, she has hide and move silently, which has the same effect. I think the door hop's just here. It is too. Can't quite get in the right position. Hopefully that's all good. That is both a really good and really bad spawn. That is just a terrible spawn. There we go. By the way, the stream's not lagging. Nothing is lagging other than the game. The game does not like spawning in, having to load in, sorry, not spawn in, water and fire physics, so it's going to struggle here a little bit. Good door hop here would be nice. That's 2. Couple more spawns would be very good. Nope. Right away it just went nope. I do not want to. Nah, not far enough, bugger. I had my suspicions, but I was like, I've got to try. Thankfully, we're still getting good spawns. I mean, definitely far enough now. Alrighty. Time for an absolute cheese fest of the fight. What we did to the Fire Giant just before, we're going to do here as well. Just got to make sure I've got the right move on. time using item recycling here. That fight took maybe 30 seconds. Very, very easy. So for anyone that particularly cares, the all bosses runs, we use that strategy on 3 of the 5 bosses. 3 of the 5? I think I'm getting that number right, probably not. So the Bullet fight is somewhat normal, in the sense that you still lure the Bullet into each of the set of crystals, and then damage it afterwards, and then if it's still alive after all 5 crystals have been hit, you just attack it, which in a good run that never happens, thanks to item duping an item called the Rod of Fire. And the Yrthak as well that we saw earlier, that fight is somewhat normal, again in the sense that you have to do the fight normally, there's no jank or cheese for it. Well, on that one, we manipulate how the AI of the Yrthak reacts to us dying. If we get knocked down, the Yrthak will wait a couple seconds and kind of get stuck, almost, like it just doesn't know what to do. So we can use that to our advantage. We can use that to our advantage to use a raised in amulet at the right time, jump up, just land a bunch of attacks before the Yrthak either shields or flies away or does whatever. It just makes the fight a little bit faster. But yeah, let's see. That's 2 out of... I'm getting that number wrong. Actually, 6 fights. 6 different bosses, I should say. So, 3 of the other 4 bosses that we fight, we cheese. So we cheese the Frostworm, the Red Dragon, and the Lich, and all 3 are the same. You go into the boss fight, you sit right on the edge of the boss fight, and you're just out of range, so that the boss cannot see you. And then you just either throw or shoot things, or cast spells at it, and it won't be able to do anything, so it's just a free W. And then of course Kaedin we have to do normally, although for how overpowered we are, Kaedin's not really a threat. Sweet as. Alright, now we got a gauntlet of door hops right here. That is very good. That's not very good. Alright, if this were a... Oh, I nearly went main menu. If this was a good door hop, we would already be out of this area. But the fighter is obsessed with that one spot. Don't be a pain, don't be a pain. Dude, seriously, okay. On top of the statue? I hope not. Dude, what are you doing? Terrible, terrible spawn, man. This is a horrible door now. Luckily, this is the first run of the category. Otherwise, I would already be restarting. Dude, can you just get on top of the freaking doorway, please? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, please. Alright. Resetting the spot again. Just need... We need to spawn forward, so I'm literally physically on top of the doorway. Like, that's pretty close. Might just try it from there. Yeah, no, that's actually a little bit too far out. So now we're going to spawn... Yeah, we're going to spawn like this, aren't we? This is frustrating. Okay. Let's try this again. I need you to play nice. Actually do the frickin' door hop. There we go. Jesus Christ, man. That's way too long. I still need one more spawn as well. Oh my goodness, please. Just basically lost a couple minutes to this stupid door hop. Just not working for some reason. These two. I went to go split there as well. That was terrible. We lost about 3 minutes there easily. That was god awful. Like if I was doing an actual if I already had a run to do here. So if I already had a run to go up against here, that would have been a hard reset. That would have been soul crushing too, because that's just annoying. Back here at least. There we go. Alright. We're already a lot better here. Can we get it here? Looks like we are. Oh my days. This particular door is usually quite nice because it's just super skinny. And here is where things get finicky. Alrighty. I don't know if that will quite get us in. It did not, unfortunate. Once again, if there's a certain type of skeleton, you can essentially they can throw fireballs at you. Not essentially, they can throw fireballs at you. If that skeleton could actually react for me, that'd be fantastic, but for some reason that's not happening. Oh, no, we won't play it too. Oh, you asshole. I was like, oh, lagging. That must be a good door hop. Must be a good spawn. No. The game is just trolling me now. Bro, you're taking the piss. I'm gonna start again. I'm gonna spawn over here. I seem to be stuck on something there, so... So frustrating. There's a particular skeleton that can sometimes be super aggressive here, and they're not being aggressive, and we're getting shit spawns too. We're getting like the worst kind of spawns. Yeah, I thought so. Like an enemy ran away on me. There we go. That looks really good. Oh, I split early. I don't even need to split this, so... That's jeez, I don't even want to know. I don't want to even know how much time we lost there. I just know we lost a substantial amount of time to the split because this game's a big poopy bum. When there's something in this game like Crash Bandicoot Warped, where if I turn off all the sound, it makes everything quicker, or just outright skips certain cutscenes. That's something I can try. Alrighty, so far so good on the Bone Bridge. Though this shouldn't be difficult since we have hide move silently. This run's going to be a bit poo just because of the fact that we had a couple door hops go wrong. And that's basically what these runs come down to, is door hopping. But the very first any percent New Game Plus run we did on the Rogue, which was voided because I was at the wrong level. I was at level 8, not level 9. Like, that had terrible door hops in it and whatnot, so that was like still a 37-minute run. Which was basically the same, if not, like, only a little bit quicker than the New Game run. This is like, god damn it. But just, do be like that for the Rogue, do be like that. The biggest stars of New Game Plus are also going to be both the Fighter and the Cleric because of their movement speed. And that's just how it is. Still show off some fun things to these other characters though. Oh, excuse me. Unlucky. That could have been a bit faster. I just... see how much this takes. Yeah. 10 minutes, 10.5 minutes on that split. That will be because of the door hopping. That's just, yeah, that's how bad it was. I just realised I've split wrong. So we're losing a bit more time there. Once again, splitting like I'm playing all bosses and not all quests.
At last, you're here. I have risked my
About to say,
life
it's high move silently storm.
to tell you something you must know. Now that you have all the planar gems, you may use them to channel the power of the flames, just as Kaedin does. You see, when you drew his blood many years ago, it tainted your weapon's powers with his magic, and in turn, the magic of the gems. The portal you see behind me will bring you to his castle. Use the gems against him. The future of Baele is in your hands.
Alrighty, safety save here just in case the console crashes. Might as well do all my stat buffs. I haven't already done them. Yep, console crashed. Lovely. Yep, I had a feeling it would. That's why we safety save there. 3 time loss. We're going to take an already average run and we're going to make it bad now. So whatever time we get, you can basically take about roughly 9 minutes off it now. Maybe even 10 minutes, and that's what the time should be. So it might even be slower than the regular All Quest run. Than a New Game All Quest run, I should say. That is, yeah, that's a bit shit, really. Also, that means the splits might not be lined up properly now because we had to reset the console. I feel like there's something to do with Elgato just not liking the fact that the console restarts there. Alrighty, one more door up to do, and then we're through to the last 3 fights of the run. Oh, sorry, last 4 fights of the run. Now, please use the move. You're just being a dick now.
So we meet again.
Here is Rick / Kaedin in all his glory. Very nice. Oh, perfect. Perfect use of hide and move silently there. Let's go. Yeah, we got one more door hop here, which will hopefully go well, but looks like it's already not cooperating. Oh, bro. Oh my goodness. I don't know if that's the rogue making that noise or if that's the drow hitting me, but there we are. You guys going for his wall once again. There's always the one male drow going after his wall. Okay, I don't know entirely about this spawn, but we're just gonna have to take it. Get a move on. Yeah, we're just gonna have to take that. This spawn's forward, number 2. 3. Four. 5. And that should be it. I'm just going to do one more to be safe because this run's already gone terribly so far. Yep. Cool. That is the final door hop of the run. Yeah. Okay, probably should have done. Actually, no, that was probably the D spot to do hide and move silently there. Otherwise, the one Yuanti Armada character would have attacked us. I was about to say killed us there, but no, they're not killing us. They can't do nearly enough damage to harm us. Not on this difficulty anyway, not on easy, and not with how much stats we have. Okay, got it twice. Don't know what that hurt, but that was loud. Slip by all these guys, so I'm gonna have to deal with any of the demons. And then we're just gonna use fire, exploding arrow. So I'll be hoping to see a weird move here. Okay, 3 more fights for this particular run, this god-awful run. Should be only like a 117, I want to say at this point. But it's not. We're still sitting at 127. So I doubt I'm going to get a sub 130, but we'll see. Alrighty.
You survive my castle and defeat my most formidable guardians, so that I may have the honor, the pleasure of killing you myself. Take your last
Man, I had a coffee earlier, I'm already getting tired. To be fair, I didn't sleep very well. Like, I had enough sleep, kind of. Okay. Can I... For some reason I couldn't hit Kaedin there. I missed with the arrow and I was like, screw it, I'm just going to do melee attacks. And then the melee attacks just kept missing. Number 2, right here.
Your fate is worse than death. You will suffer.
You're joking me. See what I mean? We're just not quite hitting Kaedin there. This is genuinely an absolute joke of a run at this point. just like my, what was it? The other, I think the other All Quest run I did as a rogue. The very first run I did was just terrible. But that was because of all the time loss that was easy to fix. This one is just, we had 2 bad door hops, the console crash, and our Kaedin fights have not been very good so far. Alright, 1 more fight, and then I can move on to the cleric and have a bit more fun. It's going to be easy PB to do in the future, but I think I probably won't do that on stream. I'm not gonna lie, I might not do any more rogue runs on stream. Just, other than maybe the odd funny all bosses run or something. But because I feel like because I hide and move silently, if I do any percent, that would probably be more fun to watch. Got both exploding arrow and volley of arrows here, and it's not gonna work because we're getting hit by everything under the fucking sun because Kaedin's a dick. Good news is, despite how awful that was, Kaedin did not at once go for that one particular move that could just ruin the run there. Well, not the entire run, I should say. It ruins the boss fight. Alright, time's coming up in a second here. Time. If I've timed that correctly, I'm just going to watch on stream too.